noises with your mouth. We're speaking through each other's minds.
Yeah. And also, though, when you get into the telepathy idea, which is sort of like the question is like, right now, we identify our minds as some kind of neurological process, right? So the idea is like we have this like biocomputer, and somewhere in there is our mind. Everything out here, not our mind. Even though everything out here, from a neurological perspective, is our mind. Right. Everything you're seeing is an instantaneous interpretation of a variety of phenomena that gets compressed into reality. And then you say, oh, out there that's not me. But It is you. It's like it's you in the way if you put on VR goggles, except in this case, the VR goggles, it's your neocortex. It's all the processes that are making color, light, sound, etc. So if we're sort of sharing a dual reality, which is all the phenomena that's being interpreted into our minds, somewhere in there is the possibility that we kind of share a mind. So from that perspective, all these other things become possible. Telepathy, all of this stuff. Like, you get around funny people, you get funnier. When I was doing the Midnight Gospel, I was around all these artists, I got better at drawing. Like, you share a mind. It's the Gestalt, or, where two or more of you are gathered, there I will be. That something else comes in the room. And
I think we're collaborating with something that we don't truly understand because we're still trapped in primate bodies.
Yes.
So I think we have these moments of recognition of these connections, and great moments in life and these beautiful things that can happen. And it's all being twisted up by this ape, this wild ape that had to survive for thousands and thousands of years by killing its neighbors.
Yeah.
And eating monkeys and fucking running around and clubbing things to death and eating raw meat.
Yeah.
Until it figured out how to harness fire. And then it had to deal with neighboring tribes coming in with hordes of people with swords and spears. And you had to run for the hills. They killed your kids in front of you. They fucked your wife in front of you.
Yep.
They cut your dick off and stuffed it in your mouth. And this was thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah,
this
dude.
thing we're doing right now is so recent.
Yeah.
This thing where you can meet strangers and you don't have to worry about killing them.
Yeah, that's
super recent.
Dogs aren't there yet.
No.
That's why dogs freak out when someone comes to your door. They're not there yet. They still remember the old days. Mm-hmm. And
that's a great point.
They're still like, dude, usually if someone's coming up,
Yeah.
we have to kill it. Like, and they're reminding you of that. You know? And it's true. I mean, and if you look at that collective epigenetic trauma as an egregore, as a ghost haunting the planet, the ghost of like not that long ago.
Yeah, the ghost of primate past.
The ghost of primate past haunts us.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so easy to slide into aggressive patterns and defensive patterns that are completely unnecessary.
And that's what they are too. This is what you have to realize. It's not you. It's patterns that you've selected, and you've selected them over and over and over again, and they've become you. It's like you went down a groove. You don't have to stay on that groove.
No.
You don't have to. But I think you have to find something in life that's physical that you enjoy. Because I think that's one of the best ways to manage this fucking weirdness. The absolute best way is through getting physically exhausted.
Sure.
Just get on purpose, get physically exhausted, and then you can manage the craziness of existing.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to pretend that it's normal. Everyone wants to pretend that existence is like, you get up in the morning, you fucking have your eggs and your bacon, and you do your thing.
Did you hear what Chappell Roan said?
Yeah, exactly. It's like every day. It's like, oh my God, this is happening. What do you think the drones are? What do you think the drones are? You know, how much did Nancy Pelosi make this week in the stock market?
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, like, what is this?
Right.
What are we doing?
Did you see the new shit that they found out about consciousness in the human brain? This popped up on my feed. this dude Penrose, this guy used to be an anesthesiologist. He already knew about these neurological structures that are these quantum tubules that apparently anesthesia impacts. And he began to think maybe consciousness